The magical morel mushroom. Once upon a time, in a forest filled with tall trees and chirping birds, there lived a little mushroom named Milo. Milo wasn't like the other mushrooms. He was a morel mushroom, and he had a secret. One sunny morning, as Milo stretched his tiny cap towards the warm sun, he noticed something shimmering in the distance. Curious, he wobbled towards it, careful not to trip over his own feet. To his amazement, he found a sparkling crystal hidden under a bush. Milo picked up the crystal with his delicate stem and felt a strange energy tingling through him. Suddenly, he heard a tiny voice whispering, "Congratulations, Milo. You have found the magical crystal of the forest." With a blink of his eyes, Milo found himself floating in the air, surrounded by a magical glow. He could now grant wishes. Excited and a little nervous, Milo decided to use his newfound powers for good. His first stop was to help his friend, Benny the Bunny, who wished for carrots as sweet as honey. With a wave of his cap, Milo made the carrots in Benny's garden the most delicious in the whole forest. Next, he met Lucy the squirrel, who dreamed of building the biggest tree house ever. Milo waved his stem, and in an instant, the branches twisted and twirled, forming the most magnificent treehouse anyone had ever seen. Word of Milo's magical powers spread quickly through the forest, and soon animals from far and wide came to him with their wishes. From making flowers bloom in winter to helping lost creatures find their way home, Milo was always ready to lend a hand. But as Milo's powers grew, so did his responsibility. He learned that not all wishes were as simple as they seemed. Some wishes required careful thought and consideration, while others were better left untouched. With each wish he granted, Milo grew wiser and kinder. He realized that the true magic wasn't in the crystal, but in the happiness he brought to others. And so Milo the morel mushroom became known as the kindest and most magical creature in the forest, spreading joy wherever he went. As for the magical crystal of the forest, Milo hid it away, knowing that true magic came from the heart. And from that day on, Milo lived happily ever after, surrounded by friends and laughter in the... And from that day on, Milo lived happily ever after, surrounded by friends and laughter in the enchanted forest.